Hey everybody, Shalma32 here. Welcome to the channel. We're here today to react to the second episode of season 6 of Red Dwarf. This one is entitled Legion. Now, with majority of the episodes so far, there's been even if I've not been able to voice it, there's been like an inkling in the back of my brain where I've been like, there's some kind of familiarity, even if I just can't say it, get it from there to like be able to talk about it. This one, no idea. Like, I might recognize it as soon as I watch it, but off the top of my head from that title alone, absolutely no idea. And that's going to be interesting because I know I've watched it's season 7. The next season is where I'm not sure I've watched all of them. Season 8, I definitely haven't watched all of them. Season 9, I've watched, which is technically two specials. I've watched those. Then after that, nothing. So, but this one, I can't think of anything from this one, so that's exciting. Hopefully, it'll be a moment where I'm like, oh, remember this one. Or it might be like, oh God, I actually haven't watched this one. I'll be surprised if I haven't. Red Dwarf was always on when I was younger. But I'm excited to see what it is. But last week's episode was really funny. Like, it was really like, it was what, like, that is the setup. That them around the table on Starbug. That is like, that is the most like vivid memory of Red Dwarf in my head. Is them sat around that table. That's what sticks out the most. Like, if I start like playing some kind of Red Dwarf scenario in my head, it generally will pretty much will include them at that table. I don't know why. Obviously, there's previous episodes that are like so like iconic and like back to life and all that kind of thing. But it's that setup as what I remember the most. It was really cool. Like them being on, like, obviously I remember all the previous ones, but you know what I mean? I remember them being on Red Dwarf and stuff like that, but them not having Red Dwarf sticks out in my head so much. And it was weird, the ending of the last one where it actually connected into the next episode. We don't get that so far. We haven't had that, which is weird. So I honestly don't know when they find Red Dwarf. I cannot remember how long it takes. I can't remember if it's this episode or what. For some reason, I highly doubt it's going to be this one because the fact that last episode, like, basically led on into this one. So I highly doubt it's going to be this one, but I really don't know when. Please do not tell me. Do not tell me at all. But I still don't know. I haven't been able to work out how Cat survived. Like, I probably said it was so freaking obvious. Lister was like in stasis. I think, was it 200 years? Like, complete stasis. Like, we've seen people that have been in like normal stasis in the show, and they haven't changed, haven't aged, hair hasn't grown. Lister, everything, like all his hair grew, toenails, fingernails. Oh, it was horrible. Obviously, Crichton was still running. Obviously, I was assuming that he was like Crichton was the only one working because he's got his own like power unit. So he was like on his own for 200 years on Starbug. Like, I thought I'd missed an episode because like all of a sudden, oh, they don't have Red Dwarf. But then again, they don't know exactly what happened either. So we're kind of in the same boat as them. Easy way to get around it, not having to do a setup episode. But like, Crichton was the only one, so like, was Cat in another one, and they didn't show us because Cat wouldn't let them show us, if you know what I mean, because he doesn't want to be seen in a disheveled state. Like, that Danny John Jules looked so good in that, like, was it like a peachy color? He looked so good. That's one of the outfits that sticks in my head. Like, he's got some gorgeous outfits, some outrageous outfits. But that one I always remember. I'm fairly certain I remember the smell. And I noticed, I think I said it last time, when they went to sit down on Starbug, I swear before last episode they were used Cat and Lister used to sit the opposite way around. It might have just been my head, but I swear they sat the other way around. But well, I don't know. But before we get started, I'm gonna say my joints and my body in general is in a lot of pain today. Like especially my legs, just like not ridiculously cold, but for some reason it just got right down into the bones and stuff like that. So if I'm wincing or anything like that, or I just don't talk as much, I don't know what I'll react. But if I do get quiet or anything like that, or you just see me grimacing, I can't edit around it because it's something I want to include. I do apologize. I'm going to do my best. Red Dwarf usually perks me up when I'm watching it, you know? It's a comforting show. Because I grew up with it and it's outright hilarious. And there's like so much more to it, like commentary in it. It's just like, I didn't realize it when I was younger. It's such a comfort to me, this show. Really is. So like, it usually helps me forget when I'm not feeling the best, you know? And if I'm feeling low, stick on Red Dwarf. Will perk me up. Like, guaranteed perk me up, you know? But we're going to get started before I could dwell on it anymore. Oh, yeah, let's breathe. Whew. If you enjoyed this reaction, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, give the notification bell a tick. You'll know when the next episode goes live. Let's get going with the reaction in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay, like I swear Rimmer had the ace hair then. Like I recognize that with I can't wait. Next week. Okay, that's another Dwayne Dibley moment. I'm excited. But next week is Gunman of the Apocalypse. That is like that and Ticket to Ride are the 2 episodes I've been excited for the most. Obviously Back to Reality as well, but Gunman of the Apocalypse is the ultimate one.
Except for one small shock a couple of hours ago when we noticed an alien invasion fleet off the starboard bow. Thankfully, it turned out to be one of Mr. Lister's old sneezes that had congealed on the radar.
Oh, that's gross. That is disgusting.
Unchanged for today, sir. However, the supply situation grows.
But I thought they only had like
bleak.
a few months, a little bit of
so often it's beginning to taste like Dutch lager.
Lovely. Thought they only had a limited amount of oxygen left.
We've no meat, no pulse, and hardly any grain.
Oh,
We're still the only licorice all sorts left are those only little black twisty ones that everybody hates.
I just hate licorice all sorts. Ugh.
You can't serve Space Weevil, Crichton. I mean, not even Lister with his single remaining taste bud will knowingly sit down and eat insectoid vermin.
Incredibly nutritious, sir. After all, it is corn-fed.
I love that little smirk. He's so funny.
What the hell is all this down the back of my chair? Peanuts?
No, I've been trimming my verrucas.
Oh my god.
You have personal habits that'll make a monkey
Oh
blush.
god, that made me feel sick. That's disgusting.
Don't look at me like that. You enjoyed that mint imperial, didn't you?
Where'd you get that?
He was sucking that when he got shot.
That is disgusting.
What's this?
Sir?
That is gross.
Raw carrot.
Oh, he's done it like a flower.
Is everything okay, sir?
No, it's not. Some smackers filling this "Have you got a good memory" quiz.
Oh.
That was you, sir, last week, don't you remember?
It's not on the radar yet, but I can smell it.
Hey, I trust his nose.
Sir, is it possible you could have made a missmelling?
Listen, Butterpat Head.
Butterpat. Is it the weevil he's eating?
Don't get your double helix in a straight. No one's questioning your nasal integrity.
That's exactly what you're doing.
What for? There's no one too alert. We're all here.
It's
I
a
would
good
just
point.
feel more comfortable if I know that we're all on our toes because everyone's aware.
And I get where he's coming from as well, absolutely.
May I remind you of Space Corps Directive 3412?
Okay, what is this actually?
No officer with false teeth should attempt oral sex in zero gravity.
That's actually one of the directives. They have some weird ones.
Bit of professionalism.
Wait,
Such a
I've got
difference.
something. I'm punching it up.
See, this is why you trust Cat's nose. What is that?
Whatever it is, they clearly have a technology way in advance of our own.
So does the Albanian State
Whoa.
Washing Machine Company.
Step up to red alert.
Sir, are you absolutely sure? It does mean changing the bulb.
It's still with us. It's some kind of heat seeker. We can't outrun it.
That's it. We're deader than tank tops.
Sir, may I recommend I load myself into the reverse thrust tubes and you use my body as decoy fodder? This will, of course, leave me splatted across deep space and unable to complete today's laundry, for which I apologize in advance.
No, we're not doing it.
I'm not
We're
doing
not
the old
losing.
smeg and ironing.
That's his cover for the fact that he doesn't want to lose Crichton.
Open communication channels, Lister. Broadcast
try,
on all
worth a
known
try.
frequencies and in all known languages, including Welsh.
Of course, they're going to be Welsh.
Now hear this, because it's only coming once. We surrender totally and without condition.
I thought he was sounding too serious.
Sorry to take up your valuable time. Sorry. Thank you. Sorry. Bye. Bye. Sorry. Thank you.
Remember, you've got a longer yellow streak than a stampede of diuretic camels.
Oh, gross.
Like General George S. Patton, I believe in reincarnation. It is my firm conviction that in all my previous lives, I've been a soldier.
What happened with this one, then?
Who tragically in this incarnation has been given the body of an abject coward.
Here he comes!
5 G-Gooks to impact.
G-Gooks, have they just made up that? I swear I haven't noticed that beforehand. What the hell is that? Whoa, I've never noticed them saying G-Gooks before.
Auxiliary power?
Dead joystick. The entire panel's deader than A-line flares with pockets in the knees.
Okay, that's an interesting
I've located
style.
the beam source. I'm punching it up.
What is it? A station. Oh, that looks awesome. That's such a cool station. Whoa. That's good graphics for them as well.
So what have we got?
This is so
Seems
cool.
we
And
were snared
how
by
big is Starbug? Because, like, they got this space and everything. It's crazy.
Heidegger, Davro, Holder, Quayle, some of the most brilliant minds of the 23rd century. Whatever they were cooking up here, it must have been something pretty special.
Anything we can salvage?
There must be something we can swipe.
Maybe load up on your oxygen levels because they're running out. Or they were last time. Maybe they've skipped over that and got some from another planet. Whoa, where are they filming?
Anything? I'm not sure.
I love the fact we're actually using...
Diesel spectrum.
Whoa. I love the fact we're actually... What the fuck is that? We're actually using cat.
Strange. A life reading.
Why didn't it register before?
What the...
Welcome, my friends. It has been many centuries since I last had
What is
visitors.
that? Love the costume.
Now then. Yes, of course. Primitive.
Okay, that's got to be going down his arm. That's ridiculous. Is Rimmer going to be better? Like, oh, he's blue. Nice.
You'd better have a mighty damn fine explanation for what you've just done, Miladio.
I merely converted your projection unit from soft light to hard light.
Hard light?
He can touch things.
I can touch?
Feel?
Oh, that's
Puncture
amazing.
Purgate on standby, sir.
But how?
That's incredible.
You, my friend, are Lister.
How come you know who we all are?
Yeah.
You are in pain. Here. May I?
Okay.
He means something more serious. Oh, that's gross. Appendix?
Your appendix. As I thought, you are on the verge of peritonitis.
Cheers, man.
Did he
And
do
you
him back up again?
are the cat.
You come anywhere near me, buddy, you be wearing them.
I
bottles
love
of bubble
that
gum.
outfit on him. He looks so good.
Let us dine.
What is your name?
Call me Legion.
Yeah, because that's not a worrying title.
According to my connoisseur chip, they fulfill all 10 requirements for being masterpieces.
You have a connoisseur chip?
Just because I look like Herman Munster's stuntman doesn't mean to say I can't appreciate art, sir.
I mean, in this body, is it possible?
Mr. Rimmer, in a hard light body, you can do anything a human can do.
Is that serious? He's got a hard light body from now on? Or is it just for this one? That's amazing.
Part living tissue, part mechanical.
We've got to
What the hell
persuade him
is
to
going
come with
on?
us. He'd get us back to Earth in weeks. And what a
He
team
probably
we'd
would.
make. Legion with his
I
scientific
feel like there's
genius,
a-
intellect, culture, and
there's a
sophistication.
cat.
And us with...
His mind's not quite the way it used to be. Which makes me think he's gone a bit off the rails, you know? Like it's just his wiring's run down, got rusty type thing.
Here is the feast. It is a traditional 24th century Mimosian banquet.
How absolutely divine, Legion.
Legion. Oh, for God's sake.
I wasn't aware you had an interest in art, Mr. Rimmer.
Many
Oh,
is
dear
the night
Lord.
we while away the wee hours contemplating a Caravaggio.
The pointy stick game doesn't get a look in anymore.
Its simplicity, its bold, stark line.
That's a light switch.
The light switch.
The light switch.
Yes.
I couldn't buy it then.
Not really. Crichton, please join us. Mimosian cuisine is quite acceptable for mechanoids.
I really know that voice. That's going to bug me. I'm going to have to look it up.
Not all of you can use Mimosian antimatter chopsticks.
I am fully versed, Legion. For my cooking duties, I am programmed to be proficient in all known off-world eating techniques.
That is so cool. Okay.
We use them all the time. Can't even remember what a fork looks like.
Don't let a few congealed custard stains down Lister's long johns
Oh
delude you
dear
into
God, how bad is this going to be? I'm waiting for the others, like it to drop. You know, something's going to go wrong.
The trick is, of course, to never, ever, under any
Wash your
circumstances,
beans.
to allow live sticks to touch.
Who's going to do it?
Well, bon appetit. Tuck in, Lister.
Oh God, why did I have a feeling that Rimmer is going to touch his chopsticks, and that'll make him go back to soft light. But he's getting it on him. That's a good thing.
How'd you land the damn stuff?
Simply invert
This
the
is
ionic
hilarious.
phase in the down pulse of the field margin.
What?
I was with you all the way up to simply.
I'm sorry. I thought that stuff on it was maggots before.
The glass is fixed to the table. It's Mimosian telekinetic wine.
So how'd you drink it?
You simply will the liquid into your mouth.
It's going to go in Rimmer's face again, isn't it?
I can't help it, but somehow we've crossed wavelengths.
It feels like you're pulling my teeth.
Oh my God.
Who we feel could improve our already pretty damn fine top-notch team.
Oh, very fine, top-notch team.
In all our travels, we've met precisely
I'm waiting
31
for
individuals, 3-1.
Oh, what's the
And
catch?
we've never felt moved to invite a single one to join our crew. True, most of them wanted in some way to suck out our brains,
Yep.
or erase us from history altogether.
Yep, we remember that one too.
We feel that you, like us, have the courage and the dignity it takes to make it as a dwarfer.
A dwarfer.
Don't crush the chopsticks!
Oh dear Lord. If I was him, I would not want to join.
Then I'm afraid we must bid you farewell. We have a long journey ahead of us.
Nonsense. You have no journey at all, my friends. You will be my honored guests. From now until the day you die.
And there's the catch.
This will be your cell, Dave.
Sell?
You really are a nutter, aren't you?
To sell this.
Sugar puff sandwiches, my favourite.
Oh, gross.
Faultless, not an inch wasted.
All your favorite music, all your favorite movies.
What is the catch?
Now, you must excuse me. They are falling asleep. I must go.
They are falling asleep. Is he talking about them? He got weak.
Good morning, sir.
What does he want from us? Why is he so obsessed with fulfilling our every desire?
He's feeding off them because he just really like got all weak and just at the end.
Right down to the overstarched pajamas and nocturnal boxing gloves.
Okay, random.
Filthy walls, mud-streaked floors, mop and bucket.
Heaven.
I was in Hog's heaven, sir.
Lots to clean.
Accommodation, excellent. Food, first class. Resident nutter, courteous and considerate. Psycho rating's got to be 4.5 chainsaws.
What is the catch?
However munificent
What is
our
the catch?
captor, we are still prisoners. And with every
Yeah.
second that passes, we lose yet more ground on Red Dwarf.
You're right, Crite. Caviar nibbling. Bucks fizz.
He's eating caviar.
And why is he so keen on keeping us
Is
happy?
he feeding
Is it
off
possible
that?
that our well-being is in some way linked to his own?
'Cause he got annoyed when he got weak.
You truly believed I would be
Wow.
deceived by that schlock plan from Revenge of the Surfboarding Killer Bikini Vampire Girls?
Oh, whoa. Oh,
I just want you to be happy.
what the? Oh, fair play, Lister. What the hell?
Now look what you made me do.
Oh, that's freaky as hell.
What the hell are you, buddy?
That looks
Crichton
incredible.
knows.
I do?
You suspect the truth.
You mean you are a gestalt entity?
A what?
Not a single creature, but a combination of individuals melded together to form one?
My name is
Whoa.
Legion, for we are many.
Should have known it was something like that.
Our combined minds and personalities blended together.
I should have known because the fact he's called Legion.
You're created from us. If we leave, you cease to be.
Oh, this is cool.
So if he's us, he
I
can't
love
hurt us,
that.
right?
I like that he moved the Buck's fizz.
The next hint of insurrection, and the scalpel ends up here.
How did I guess that's where it's going?
Doesn't scare us.
Yes, it does! But what about the
How about
sculptures and the
hurting? I
mask?
know it's bad, but hurting Rimmer because he can't actually be damaged. You just feel the pain.
I was host to the 5 most brilliant minds of their generation. They were experimenting in collective intelligence.
And he absorbed them all.
Heidegger, Quayle, and the
Yeah.
others, the composite of their genus, your mind must have been extraordinary.
And as each one died, I became less.
Uh-huh.
There's just one thing that still baffles me.
What's that?
Everything.
Sir, permission to test a supposition.
Granted.
Trust me, sir.
Gonna whack oh no.
What's going down here?
The Gestalt requires our consciousness in order to exist. Therefore, as each of us becomes unconscious, his power diminishes. Permission to lay you out, sir.
Do what you gotta, but don't mess up my hair.
Of course. I like that. He let him punch him.
There has to be a more effective escape plan than this.
I like that. Cat's like, just don't mess with my hair. But he let him punch him in the face. That's progress for Cat.
That's not an Ionian nerve grip. That's smashing me over the head with a vase.
And it
There's
didn't
no such
work.
thing as an Ionian nerve grip. Now stand still while I hit you. Your hard light drive's tougher than Vindaloo mutton.
Damn. That's what he's relying on, isn't it?
Serious.
Can you put the hard light drive out? No, you can't. I love that.
God's sake, if you want a job doing properly, do it yourself.
I should not be having a drink while I'm watching this. It's not working.
I think you're right, sir.
Crichton!
Sorry, sir. I just thought if I took you unawares.
It's a good theory to try.
Turn off my light, B.
I can't, sir. I can't penetrate hard light. You'll
Can
have
he
to
do it
extract
himself?
it yourself.
Come on, Rimmer.
Now we are even. I am merely you. Stalemate. Not so. Since the only ingredients in your psyche are mine, you are now incapable of malice. And because a human
Good
life takes
point.
precedent over the life of any mechanical,
Oh, that's a clever.
as long as the others remain unconscious, your logic is impeccable.
Whack him over the head, quick. Oh, I felt that on the back of my head.
In many ways, I am relieved to have shared their psyches, their neuroses, their strange drives. Returning to a limbo state of non-existence seems like promotion. One last thing. In your original incarnation, when you were composed of all those great minds,
waste
did you ever
time.
develop anything which might assist our pursuit of Red Dwarf?
That's a good idea to ask that question. What did he give them?
All tests bear out it is indeed a fully functional star drive. If we've linked it correctly to the
Whoa.
bug's existing engines, we'll be able to...
But is Starbug going to be able to handle
it's bound
that?
to go wrong, isn't it?
Yeah, of course.
Sirs, haven't we learned over the past 2 days that if we all pull together, we can become greater than the sum of our parts? There are no boundaries to what we
Is
can
this
achieve.
Spartan or is this Legion?
This star drive is going to work. Do we believe?
We believe.
Oh, it's not going to work. It's not going to work at all. But it looks pretty cool. I can't believe how big Starbug is. I thought it was tiny. Did he sabotage them? I didn't have a clue that... Oh, no. I didn't have a clue that Starbug was that big. I thought it was so small. It looked it. Like, Red Dwarf is insanely huge.
We know one thing, sir!
What's that?
It does work!
Are you sure it works? Doesn't look like it does. I'm trying to think now. There is something familiar about it, actually. Before I carry on, I want to look at that guy's name. Nigel Williams. That doesn't ring any bells, but I know that voice. I probably know it from this, and I've just forgotten. But there is something familiar about this, but I don't know if it's the episode or the Smeg Up. I feel like it might be Smeg Up. I'm remembering. Oh, it's like I can almost remember it, but not even to the point where, like I was saying, like there's stuff that I couldn't quite say. Like this before I watching it, I no memory whatsoever. But now it's not even. There's a little bit more, and it's frustrating. Even though I've just watched it, it's frustrating that it almost feels familiar, but not quite. It's weird. It's a weird feeling because I think it's because I'm not sure if it's this I'm remembering or the Smeg Ups. That was really fun. That was a really good one. It's like, remember, really hard light now. I'd forgotten about that because now he can touch everything. That's awesome. I guess that's cool that like they changed little bits of that, but I love the fact they're utilizing Cat's nose. Like he was featured. Like okay, I feel like actually no, I think all of them were quite used quite. Lister, I think, is kind of the main one, and then Rimmer. But I feel like Cat was used more than usual here, and I love that because I like since doing these reactions, I felt like Cat's not been used enough compared to the others. He always seems to be less. But I love the fact they're using his nose and things like that. And I said it multiple times. He looked damn good in that suit. Danny looked amazing in that suit. I swear I actually remember that suit. Or there's I think it might be actually no, I think I'm thinking of the one from last episode. But that yeah. I almost just sorry, I'm getting frustrated. Like okay, I don't think it's I think some of it is that I'm remembering is the smeg ups. I swear the smeg ups where they sat in like the cockpit of Starbug. I had no idea Starbug was that big. No idea it was that big. I thought it was a tiny thing with barely any space like that. But it looks huge. But there is a familiar feeling about the beating over the head now. Actually, now I've been talking about this episode and about something about Legion. That's just there's something about it, and it's sorry that I'm focusing on that, but I can't help it because it's frustrating as hell because I can't remember what. Oh, it's really annoying me. I'm sorry, but I think my head's also distracted because I just got like next week. Next week, we finally got it. We've got Gunmen of the Apocalypse. Oh my freaking god! Like all last season, I was like, back to reality. And this one, I'm like halfway through, and it's Gunmen of the Apocalypse. And then I believe the first episode of season 7 is Ticket to Ride. So I'm like, after that, who knows what's going to happen? Well, I know 2 things, but Chansky, the main thing. But yeah, I'm so freaking excited for Gunmen of the Apocalypse next week. Like, oh my god, it's like I can't explain it. Like it is the one. Like I love Ticket to Ride. I love Back to Reality. Obviously, there's so many I love. I've enjoyed every single episode. But Gunmen of the Apocalypse is like the one. I think Ticket to Ride is kind of the one right behind it because I think it's really good, personally. But Gunmen of the Apocalypse, oh my freaking god! Like I swear, didn't it win like an Emmy of some kind or something like that? I'm sorry, I'm excited. I keep talking about it, but yeah, we're gonna wrap it up because otherwise I'm just gonna waffle on about next week's episode, not this one. But one thing. Now I've started thinking, I've realised it. I am starting to hurt again, but I'd forgotten about my fact I was in pain. Red Dwarf does that for me. But yeah, I'd love to know what you guys thought of this episode. If you enjoyed this reaction, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, give the notification bell a tick. You'll know when the next episode goes live. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you again for the next one. Bye.